Welcome to Apple Classroom for iPad. We are going to get started by launching Apple Classroom on our iPad. If this is our first time launching the app, Apple Classroom will prompt us to create our first class. Go ahead and click the blue button in the center of the screen now. In order to create our class, we need to fill out a few pieces of information. We must put a class name, a description of the class. We can go ahead and choose an icon, and then choose a color that icon will be displayed as. For this class, I'm going to go ahead and make it Biology, 5th period, with a microscope colored blue. Once the information looks good, we can go ahead and click Done and create our first class. Now we can go ahead and enter our newly created class by clicking the button, Press Here Now. However, at this point, we don't have any students. In order to get students into our newly created class, we need to hit the Invite Students button. After pressing the button, we now get a 4-digit code that students will have to use to join our class. Let's go ahead and shift gears to the student iPad view to see how they'll go ahead and join our newly created class. Direct students to open up their Settings application on their iPads. Inside Settings, a Classroom tab will appear when teachers are inviting students to their class. Direct students to go ahead and select the Classroom option. After navigating to the Classroom tab, students should see New Class Invitation appear towards the top of their screen, and Add, the name of your class, should appear for students in near proximity. Instruct students at this point to go ahead and select Add Biology, or whatever you have named your class. Students will need to put their first name, last name, and then also enter the 4-digit code that should be provided by teachers on the Promethean board or written up on the whiteboard. After putting in their information, the student can press on the button that has their initials to the left of their name, and this will launch a new box that will allow them to customize their avatar within the Apple Classroom. These customizations can allow a student to take a photo of themselves, choose a photo that already exists on their iPad, choose an emoji to represent themselves, or choose from a variety of colors that would be the background to their initials. They may also scroll to have access to pre-constructed memojis and more. Students can also create their own memoji by hitting the blue plus sign in that subheading. If students choose to customize their own memoji, they have a lot of different choices that they can make to make the memoji their own. This can be very fun inside the classroom. Students are able to customize their skin, also things like hairstyle, their eyebrows, and they can even add accessories like hats and earrings and glasses. Back on your iPad, as students finish customizing their avatars or icons and add your class, they will appear in this box. Once all students have joined, you can go ahead and select the Add button. At this point, your Apple Classroom is now set up and you're ready to start utilizing it to speed up things like transition times, send and receive documents and files for students to work on, and to monitor student activity on their iPads. At this point in the challenge, please take a screenshot of your newly created Apple Classroom and submit it in the Google Classroom so that you may receive credit for finishing Challenge 1, Step Right Up for Apple Classroom. And that concludes the Step Right Up portion of the Apple Classroom Challenge. Be sure to join Part 2, Hit the Target, to learn more about Apple Classroom.